Hello YouTubers, Dukey Dave here. Today I'm going to do a review on a Bachmann Thomas model, which I haven't done a review on these models in a while now. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. Anyhow, a review on my favourite character, of course, is the Bachmann Henry. As you know, I really like Henry. Is one of my favourite characters in the show. Sorry about that, I'm sneezing today. Okay, where was I? Oh yes, Bachmann Henry is actually like one of my favourite Thomas characters, I said. As you know, I'm pretty blown away by this model. Blown away by this model. It looks very much like his appearance in the TV series. Especially the face. Okay, so if I look at the face-wise, as you know, the face, if I could just get a front view of him. As you know, the face looks very much like his appearance, like the face he has from season 2. That texture, it looks like that face. Yep, I think I'm glad they gave him a classic. This is a pretty iconic looking face. And yep, as we know, if we have a look, as you know, as you know, there is a lot of failure attempts in Bachmann's career, and then of course is that his lampoons and breakpipe are grey and painted black. Like seriously, if we just get Thomas over here, as you can tell that his brake pipes and lampoons are painted black, which he, Percy and James were the first Bachmann models ever released in the range. They have to get those right, but they left both Gordon and Henry's lampoons painted just grey, which is really, but that's not really a big deal. I think the problem is they were probably rushing at the time, so that's really not a big deal, as we can just repaint them ourselves. Who knows, maybe future Bachmann will update the models on these characters, just like what they did with Thomas and James in the near future, like paint their hooks and lampoons black. So we'll have a look at the detail of the front. So let's get the tender out of the way. This is the front. It looks very nice and accurate to how he looks in the TV series. I like this rectangle piece. He's got a whistle right here. They got his boiler right. Yep. And he's got a short stumpy funnel, and I like how they got his side piston boxes. Yep. We have a look at the cab. There's no detail, but there is enough to put a driver and fireman in it. And this board right here is painted black. He has a white running board. Yeah. And his front truck hook dummy is very good too. As you know, his wheels and truck dummy are basically a repaint on Gordon's wheels and chassis. As you know that basically Henry's chassis are just a reuse of the Bachmann Gordon's chassis, just repainted. So it's kind of interesting that Bachmann does recycle parts of models of their characters, which they've actually done in histories. So yep, there we go. So that's Henry. Let's put him over there on the track. No, I'll just leave it. Now here you have the tender. I think the tender looks very accurate to how it looks in the TV series. Now, there is a nitpick, so we'll just get old Henry back, so have a look. Basically, his tender is actually shorter than the cab, when basically but in the actual show the tender actually towers over the cab. It's supposed to be that tall, but it's not a really big deal for me. I think it's fine the way it is. I like it that way. It's not really a big deal, and also this part is painted black, and I think that was very accurate to how it looked in the show. So, because that's how it looked like in the show along with Gordon. And it's black at the front here, and it's got no detail, but it has enough to put a dryer and fireman also in here too. So yep. So let's get old Henry out for a test run. So yeah, I got him on the tracks perfectly. Gotta make sure he's on the tracks. His tender drawbar is next. So there we go, Henry's on the track. Let's give him a test run. He's actually a very smooth runner, and he's actually really fast. So that makes it one of the most fastest models to have in the range. Now, as you know, he's actually going pretty well. He's actually going really well. Yep. So let's put this in the DC controller into reverse, and he actually does very well in reversing too, but we'll have to do it slowing because I don't want him to derail. So yeah, he actually does very well in reverse as well. Yeah, he does very well. Let's briefly put it back into forward gear. And there we go. So there you have it. That's my review on the Bachmann Henry. I think I adore this. I think this is a really fantastic model, and I think I'm blown away with how it looks, even despite its tendon not being the accurate size of what it's supposed to be in the show. But anyhow, I still think that this is a great model, and I think Bachmann's actually done a really fantastic job on this character to his likeness on the show. Anyway, so later now and bye, not forever. This is Duke K. Dave signing off. Bye.